Hey, welcome back. We've got some pens here, some that I think many of you have been wanting me to check out for a while on this channel. So we've got a buddy of the channel, Mr. Seeking Advice from the Reddit Slack. And he sent a nice letter here. And he has sent us info on quite a few pens I've been wanting to check out. Fel Holter, Nottingham Tactical, Segin Inc. And yeah, thanks Johnny for sending these in, sir. Let's take a look. Now I sent him some nice ones as well. An Epica, an Arno Bernard Assegai, and I think one other pen, the Aerocrafted. So let's get right to it. Let's get down to brass tacks here and see what we think. Let's get right to Fel Holter, where everyone's just always talking smack. Definitely like the action. I just don't like the direction that it goes. The way it's tilted, it actually does give a decent amount of room here for the pen to sit in the hand because it's not like completely over here. So the fact that it requires such a short throw does make it a little more tolerable to me. Let's take a look here. Pretty minimal on the tip wiggle. Almost none. So yeah, Fel Holter, okay. Y'all are right, it's a nice pen. I get it. Good job. I wanted to not like this one, but shows you the honesty I have for the channel. Let's do the NTI next, and then we'll do the Segin Inc last. Oh, that is very smooth. Oh, okay. Single lock, because there's like a double lock also. Ooh, I really like that actually. It's a very clever mechanism. Just a very basic, you know, the spring pushes that out so that it wedges in there. Yeah, that's cool. It's like a smoother version of the Otmog, easier to deploy. What I really like about this design is that leaves you all that room for this to roll around in your hand and not create an issue. However, this has a very deep etch on it, and this is much lighter. This still gives you the grippiness. This one's much grippier, but it's also kind of uncomfortable. It like feels scratchy on my hand. So that's the one thing. But yeah, that is really nice. I really like that. And then let's see how this feels here. Yeah, you can feel a little tip wiggle when you grab it, but not when you're writing. So very minimal on the tip wiggle for that one. All right, Nottingham, Fel Holter, you all have been telling me to check them out, and you're right. So that one's a single lock. Pilot G2, Killer Bees milling, matching clip, very fancy. Fits many rollerball sizes, including Energel. Currently is Pilot Precise V7 refill in it. And it's Cerakote on the clip, needs a refresh. Indeed. Ooh, good thing that skipped right over there, or Johnny would not have been happy with me. Like curious. Interesting. That's sort of locked on the top there. I like the size on these. They're a bit weighty versus like a Smooth Precision pens, but you know, makes them feel substantial. And let's jump right to the one I was actually most excited about, although I might stand corrected by the end of this video, which is the Segin Inc. The main reason I'm so excited is that the maker, Segin Inc, is going to be doing a clip lock, a clip bolt. And this original one, he like got this mechanism from some third party. And it's, you gotta be pretty precise with this. So I wasn't like jumping up and down to get it. Very minimal, feels like on the tip wiggle there too. Yeah, that feels great. So all three, very minimal tip wiggle. I really like the feel of this in hand. Interesting how it's kind of got this, like, I don't know if that's just milled in there. Is that just milled? Or does this separate here? I don't know. Probably separates up here. So I don't love the mech on this. It's my least favorite of the 3 mechs. But if this guy crushes it on that bolt, I think it's going to be a very compelling pen, because the overall weighting of this pen feels like the best of the bunch. Like, it feels like really well balanced, which is great. And I keep talking to him about design ideas for that bolt version, and he's very thoughtful about the weighting. And this is pretty good on the weighting. That pocket clip's kind of crazy though. And this one's a little, it's pretty darn good. Maybe a little back heavy. But man, I probably like this mechanism the most of the 3. Super smooth. This bolt is definitely nice. But man, I just don't like the way it protrudes like that. But I have to say, like, this is not uncomfortable. This is the surprise of the bunch to me, is liking this in hand more than I expected it to. So that's really cool. Fel Holter, great. Not the one I wanted to spend money on. Let's do some weigh-ins here. This Fel Holter, by the way, Dragon with matching clip, full Parker size with G2 tip to allow trim pilot G2, and Energel refills, Ice Dragon finish by Captain Axel. Nice. Energel, some tip wiggle with Energel refill. Bolt path and back of pen seem unnecessarily long. Do agree with that. Very unnecessary, it seems like. So yeah, interesting. And then Tough Rider is the mechanism that's sitting in the Segin Inc, which he's not going to be using going forward, so that's cool. Accommodates Energel with some mods. Let's see what kind of weighting we have on these pens. This one felt like it was the lightest, so we'll start there. I'd guess 0.95 ounces or so. 1.075 ounces. Maybe it's just by comparison to these. This felt like the next lightest. I'm guessing 1.2. 1.205 ounces. Then this one felt the heaviest. I'm guessing 1.5, 1.6 ounces. 1.36. I guess it's just kind of the weighting of it that feels a little interesting. I just don't understand the length of that pocket clip. That's super goofy. But this one does feel the best in hand, like for writing, which is very counterintuitive because I expected it to feel the worst in hand. But since all the edges are nice and smoothed off, and this is a ball and not something sharper, it actually feels pretty good in hand when you're writing. So yeah, all nice pens. Really, I think, pleasant surprises across the board. That is just really smooth on the Nottingham. I'm enjoying that. That's pretty cool. I'd probably get one just for fidgeting around with like that. I would just go with a different finish on there. And then, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Segin Inc, you know, if they go deliver on that bolt pen, that could be super interesting. I like the fat grip. Mech is decent, but not 100% reliable. I was feeling the same thing there, where it's just sometimes kind of missing, and I don't know if it was me or the mech, but yeah, a little unpredictable there, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, cool. 3 cool pens here. Definitely helps me better understand the appeal for Fel Holter and Nottingham. I still think for me, this design achieves more, and it's lighter and feels better in hand overall, but I do get now why people really like those. And you know, aesthetics aside, I do like them as well. I like this aesthetic a bit more because of the pocket clip not being so crazy high up there. That's just so long. It just seems very unnecessary and weird to me. But yeah, overall, 3 really cool pens here, and definitely excited to see what I might add to my collection around these 3 types of pens. So all for now. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.